Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to Stella Bellum, the Star Wars Galaxies Post NGE server that's out, or at least supposed to come out today. I'm logged into it right now, but this is the test center for it, the full-on live version, you know, where everybody has to actually earn all their stuff. Well, it's been delayed twice now, but it's supposed to come out today, is what the devs said. So it's the 31st of December right now. If you're watching this, it may already be out, or it may be out sometime later today, or it may have been delayed again. I'm not really sure. But today we're gonna talk about what makes the server so much, well, different from the Star Wars Galaxies emulator server in the past that I've talked about, and why, excuse me, I'm a little sick right now, and why I'm kind of excited for it. So, all right, let me go ahead and log in. You can see my character here, Ordo Roland on the test center. Actually, let me go and to create character and see if I can show you guys the character creator, because for all of you people who never played back in the day, pre-NG, that's the new game enhancement, you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference from like the emulator server for SWG-EMU and Stella Bellum that's about to come out? Well, this is post new game enhancement, meaning, let's just grab like a Rodian or a Trandoshan here. Actually, let's go Wookiee. Nah, let's do Wookiee. We'll go Rodian. We'll grab a Rodian, male, random name, doesn't matter. I wanna show you guys what the big difference is. When they dropped the NGE, this is what they did to the game. The new game enhancement took this really complex character development system that was, even for today, if this MMO came out today, it would be something that we haven't really seen before, and turned it into a class system. You basically have 7 combat classes and 2 like crafting classes and entertaining class. I'm not even sure what entertainers do in this version, because I think they got rid of, yeah, I think they got rid of the battle fatigue mechanic. I could be wrong. I'm not as versed in this version of Star Wars Galaxies. By the time this update came out, I had long since quit it due to the update. But since this is the last version that we had of Star Wars Galaxies Live, there's a ton of content. Anyways, yep, there you go. Here's all your classes. They get abilities as they level up. We're gonna go ahead and log into a character that I've already got and have used the test server shenanigans to max out his level and get a bunch of like gear and stuff, so we can see some of the new mechanics that are in this that aren't in any of the other emulators. So let's get logged in. I'm on Mos Eisley. I don't want to claim any of my veteran rewards. Thank you very much. There's my character. Field of view is a little wonky, but I'm still kind of figuring that out. I've been playing on ultra wide. By the way, this has ultra wide support. Yeah, 3440 by 1440 is what I was playing on earlier. I switched it back to more standard resolution for YouTube. If I look up into the sky, I see a couple of Mon Cal MC, what are those, MC9 or MC80s up there. That's kind of cool. I mean, every time I play Star Wars Galaxies, there's always like a Star Destroyer up there, and that's because I think the Rebels have control over this planet. It is the test center, so nobody's really taking it seriously. So what's hugely different? Well, one, yes, I have my class. I'm an officer class. I can use certain abilities. My ability bar seems to be completely off the screen right now. That's not good, probably because I was playing in ultra wide. Crap. So let's like maybe run outside of town here. And I can use some of those abilities, but if I can't see them, that's gonna be a problem. Well, I just called in a resupply because I'm an officer class. Now, I don't know if they'll do it in town. I kind of hope they do. As an officer, you can call in artillery strikes. You can call in for supply crates to be brought in, and they're actually flown in. There you go. Actually flown in by shuttlecraft. That's hands down awesome. Like, as much as I don't like the class system, having abilities like that, he's gonna fly through that building. Yep, totally gonna fly through that building. Having abilities like that, or being able to call in NPC backup, is legit. And I can loot this and grab my stim packs to heal a couple of frag grenades. I'm not really sure what the point of frag grenades are when they turn frag grenades into an ability. They tried to turn it into World of Warcraft is what they did when they did the new game enhancement. And then there's some food in here. None of it's as good as stuff you can buy from a doctor, so the ability is kind of eh. You know, it's like, oh, it's cool that I can do that, but it's not really all that useful. I find the same thing for the NPC companion that I can call in. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull open my my data pad, because it's probably gonna end up off screen. Watch, data pad, oh, there we go. So if I call in my little NPC companion, which is one of my abilities as an officer, this guy pops up. I mean, he's fairly high level. I think he's like 87 or something, and I'm 90. They implemented a level system as well. But, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore, Bob. Bob, go away. You're dismissed. Peace out. And it's got all the vehicles. I mean, one thing about the Star Wars Galaxies emulator, or I should just say the NGE version of this game, is it didn't have as many vehicles or items in it. I could totally run around on top of a clone trooper walker, scout walker, and this thing takes a minute to get going, but once it gets going, it freaking hauls ass. This is pretty legit. Oh God. The animations have always been wonky. Let me turn around and head back to the starport, because all this is good and fine. What? They have one of those? Oh, I didn't even know that was in the game. That's cool. There is no vehicle combat, by the way, so don't get too excited about, oh, can I use that in combat? No. You were never able to drive AT-STs or like have your own AT-AT, other than as a house. In this version, there's a house that's like a crashed AT-AT that you can live inside. Yeah. So, you know, that's a thing. Oh, bounty hunter armor. Anywho, the big deal with this, other than the fact that there's a whole bunch of like new mechanics that I don't understand how they work. Like, here's the Rebels versus Imperial Galactic Civil War stats, and they actually get little logos on them. I have no idea how this is affected. It's probably still based on, I would assume, building up Rebels and Imperial bases and then destroying them. I don't know if they ever got rid of that. But yeah, all the expansion planets are here. They're not in here though. So if you want to go to like the Wookiee homeworld and play that theme park, where you like save the Wookiees, I don't remember what the story was for it. You can do that. This is the wrong terminal. That's the terminal. That's the last thing we're going to talk about, which is Jump to Lightspeed, which totally works in this, which is like amazing. Jump to Lightspeed was hands down the best thing about Star Wars Galaxies, but I digress. We have Kashyyyk. You can actually do the Hoth battle in this, which I have never done. I've never finished Kashyyyk either, actually, and we get Mustafar. So it has all the expansions built into it. Trials of Obi-Wan, whatever the one with the Rage of the Wookiees or something like that, I think was that expansion. And that means it's got all that content, because what we've talked about, let me go ahead and launch this into space. What we've talked about in the Discord many times, when we've said, oh, why don't we play Star Wars Galaxies together, is there's really no content in the pre-NGE version. You have to kind of make it up yourself, which is fine, but if you're a YouTuber trying to bring on a bunch of new people who have never played Galaxies and play with them, what do you do with a bunch of noobs, especially 30 of them? In pre-NGE, not a lot. Even the group areas would wreck you, straight up wreck you. Let's get our weapons equipped. So here's my X-Wing, kind of stripped down. I put a bunch of just random gear. Yeah, she's kind of full right now. What if I take the armor off? That'll free up some mass. One of the things about what we're about to check out that is really cool with Jump to Lightspeed is the way that you can customize your ships. So in Star Wars Galaxies, we're gonna put some weapons on this. Let's just do some tier 1 weps. Equip, there we go. Equip, nice. And we have another weapon spot? That's like a rocket spot, isn't it? Oh, I guess not. One of the cool things was how customizable your ships are. So this is my X-Wing. I use their server commands to give me like, you can use this little terminal if you load into the test center to like max out your character. So I can fly any of the ships on the Rebel side. I grabbed myself an X-Wings to do this demo with. Now, the way it works in this game is the crafting mechanics are super deep, right? You go out and you mine resources. Resources have a certain quality to them. Let's go ahead and launch into space while I yap. And the better their quality, the better the item is that the crafter makes, the better the skill the crafter is, the better the item will be. So you really get these like customized kick-ass ships. There's my X-Wing. You can also paint your X-Wings. So you can get yourself, if you're, say, flying the civilian ships, you can get all the way into like the Millennium Falcon and then actually swap out all the parts and make it this really kick-ass, speed demon. And they have a mass limit, so you can like customize what you want to focus on, maybe really good engines and maybe shitty weapons, but better shields. So there's a lot of cool mechanics like that. Let's kick the engines on. And let's start looking forward. It's got a modeled interior cockpit, which looks really good. I can see my weapons there. And the combat in space, I don't actually remember how to activate my weapons. How do I lock S-foils in attack position? Oh, it does it automatically. Okay, cool. So I've just locked my wings in attack position just by attacking. And weapon test. No pew pew. Why no pew pew? Did I not equip a capacitor? Shit. I totally didn't. I failed. I was gonna demo this and I totally failed. I haven't flown the XWing yet. All I've flown is the MultiCruise Ship, so we may swing back. But yeah, you can customize your ship, and then it's an MMO, so you can join all your buddies and have them like escorting your MultiCruise ship. If you're a master pilot, you could get ships where a party could actually come inside your ship, walk around and crew the different stations like turrets or co-pilot seat, run around and do like repairs. They're fairly simple mechanics, but with the MultiCruise ship system, but they were a lot of fun and it allowed for a lot of fun RP opportunities in Star Wars Galaxies. So we're gonna come over here. I really don't remember what I'm doing in this game, so bear in mind I've only been on the server testing things for like an hour or two. Let's land back on Mos Eisley, and maybe we'll grab one of the MultiCruise ships, and I'll go get into a fight and use the turret. But because this is like a later version of the server, like the last version that ever saw the light of day on the live servers, there's just so much more content. You know, there's story quests and there's theme park planets. I'm kind of excited that if this goes live today, I may make a character. I know the class system kind of sucks, but I may make a character and give it a go, you know, see what's up. Maybe we'll do some streaming of this next week. All right, let's grab, oh boy, which one of these? First I wanna see, what did I do with this? I think I forgot to install a weapon capacitor. Yeah, totally doesn't have a weapon capacitor in it. Now it does, and she's ready to fly and fight. But I want to show you guys the MultiCruise ship system because you select this. Let's manage it. You have a capacitor installed. You do. You have weapons and shields and all that jazz. You do. What? Your weapons online? Yep, tier 10 weapons. So totally cheaty. But we'll launch into space. Now this isn't the largest ship you can get. There are gunships that are larger and have multiple decks. And there's one for every side, and there's 3 sides in this: Empire, Rebels, and neutral ships. Neutral ships are kind of like your Hutt ships to begin with, and then I think you get into Slave 1, you know, Boba Fett's ship, and I think they have like the YT, or the Y something mining ship, and I know you get the YT 1300, which is, you know, the Millennium Falcon style ship. All right, let's kick on the engines and take a look at this thing. Now, what's cool about this, the MultiCruise ships, is if I was in a party with my friends, I could totally, let me look around the cockpit here. See, it's all modeled, but if I hit leave ship station, I can jump out. I can walk around the, I don't know what walk command is anymore. I can walk around the bridge, you know, I could say there's the operations station, which if you have certain commands, as you level up for your side, you'll actually get certain abilities like rerouting power to shields or weapons, giving you certain boosts. You can, as the neutral pilots, you can do a cool thing where it's like scramble your IFF system. So enemy NPCs would see you as a friendly for a few seconds, giving you a little bit of like invulnerability because they wouldn't fire you. You're gonna see little panels like this engine conduit and this reactor conduit here and here. Those are repair. Like if the ship takes damage, I believe those will repair, and we can run around. That's the escape pod. I think that's how other players can leave your ship if they want to go back down to the surface, and you can run around. And it's not just an instance either. I mean, it is an instance, but it's not just like, you can see outside, and that really is outside. If I was piloting this ship, and or if somebody else was piloting this ship, I would see the stars moving, and I would see the ships that are attacking us move around. The ship will shake when we get attacked. Let me jump in, and you can actually decorate this too. So if you want to have like, this is totally your bedroom with your bunk, right? Like your favorite parts of playing KOTOR, where it felt like a home your ship was. In this, you can actually decorate it, put stuff in here, put cargo containers in here, make it your game, your player home in this. So when you hear people complaining about like the last MMO that came out, The Old Republic, and they're like, oh, Galaxies had so many other things you could do. That's kind of what they're talking about. It's stuff like that made it feel more like a universe. All right, kick on the engines. My sensitivity on my mouse is like really high right now. And let's see if we can go find a fight. So there's somebody dead ahead, engaging what looks like a TIE fighter. It looks like a B-wing firing at a TIE fighter whose armor is at 50%. You can see it in the top right-hand corner. He's gonna take him out. There's a transport just showed up. Okay, we can get rid of this find a speeder for me. That's a quest that I have from Han Solo when you first get into the game. And he'll give you your first speeder if you complete the quest. You also get a little communication device for Jabba, and you can start doing the Jabba quest line, which is kind of cool. Hello, TIE fighter. All right, so there's not a whole lot going on here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to Naboo. I don't really remember where's cool stuff. So we're gonna head over to Naboo. You can go to any of these planets that you see here. We're gonna hyperspace to Naboo. It's currently controlled by the Empire. I'm thinking they'll just have more cool stuff for us to fire at. I'd love to get attacked by the Empire. I am in a rebel ship as a rebel pilot, so they will see me as hostile. Actually, can I cancel this hyperspace jump? Because if we can go into deep space, I don't remember how to do that. It's not an option here. We probably have to go to like a hyperspace beacon. But if we go to deep space, we can actually find the Star Destroyer, and you can attack and like destroy a Star Destroyer, which is pretty cool, or attempt to. Calculating the jump to hyperspace. There we go. Punch it. Awesome. Very cool. Any of your buddies running around, you'll see him like sitting in your co-pilot seat when you jump, which is pretty neat. There's a lot of stuff to explore here too. And I've noticed going through a lot of the menus, there's rewards now for like doing the exploration and going and checking out the, what's this on our radar? Looks like TIE fighters? Oh, there's more TIE fighters behind us too. Well, that looks like pirates. Kind of wanted to get attacked by TIE fighters, but we'll piss these guys off. Like, why not? Let's do that. Center my camera, see if we can piss off some of the pirates. These are Black Sun Marauders. Now, I have no weapons firing forward, so in this ship, just like the YT-1300, you're kind of... maybe they're not gonna attack me. What if I ram you? Will that piss you off? Probably gonna piss you off. Ramming speed. I like barely touched him. Yep, that did it. You know they're pissed at you when the music starts. Let's see if I can head over to those TIE fighters as well. We can get just a big old shindig going. But yeah, I have no forward firing weapons, so I rely on a crew to fire. Or if I really wanna be dumb, I can jump out of my flight seat, which I'm going to do as soon as I piss off some more TIEs. Because, come on, TIE fighters. We gotta go piss off some TIE fighters. There's a group of TIE fighters right there. Dead ahead. Oh, I gotta learn my controls again. No, those aren't. Those are droid fighters. Why are there droid fighters here? TIE fighter, Empire. I've got a lock. Bring her around. Those must be the TIEs. Shields are taking some hits, so they're still chasing me. Now, I've got like, I think tier 10 shields on this thing, so they're pretty damn good. And these guys are like level, yeah, they're tier 1 targets. So I highly doubt they're gonna take me out, though there are enough of them back there. You can see my shield starting to take some hits. Come on. I guess I should probably start. That would be the sound effect of a missile coming in. Oh, dodge, dodge. And it's no, you know, once you get into space, it's not tap targeting anymore. It's legit, you know, stick and throttle. You can dodge rounds. It's all real time. Of course, I'm saying this as I'm flying a transport. Okay, we're gonna die if I don't deal with these guys. So we're gonna come bring it around. That way we start taking hits in our forward deflectors. Yeah, you didn't expect me to flip around, did you? And we're gonna get out of our station because we have no crew. We've had to do everything ourselves. Shit, 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 shit. Where's the turret? Okay, there you go. Here's the turret section. Enter the upper turret. Bring the turret online. They've got to be making their attack run. They're gonna be all below me, aren't you? Oh, there's one. There's tier 1s are so slow. Look at them go. Come on. Come on. What? Why did he sound like a Jawa? I don't remember that. Now, these weapons are super overpowered for what we're firing at. Tier 1s is nothing. But we're also over Naboo, which used to be one of the starting planets, so. Okay, I win. Is that everybody? Ha! I'm pretty sure he rammed us. But you know, imagine you've got your buddy flying and you and your other friend are in the turrets fighting off a group of TIE fighters as they're making their attack run, players and or NPCs. I mean, those are the moments that really made Star Wars Galaxies a ton of fun. Just after, you know, completing some crazy RP event on the planet's surface on Tatooine or Naboo or Corellia, because all those planets are here with your specialized characters. This is what made Star Wars Galaxies such a good time. There are TIE fighters behind me. I kind of want to piss them off. Leave station. There we go. Let's go piss off a few TIEs. We can't have a rebel ship sitting here without at least killing a TIE fighter before the video's over. So I guess the whole point of this video is to let you guys know, hey, there's a new server coming out. It looks pretty cool if, you know, whenever they decide to go live with it. And it's worth a check out. I mean, Jump to Lightspeed. I didn't think we would actually see. Part of me really thought we would never see Jump to Lightspeed again, playable. Because there hasn't really been any word about it from the Star Wars Galaxies emulator team for so long. Here they come. TIEs, incoming. Totally gonna get out of here and see if we can spot one of these TIEs passing over us. Oh, there we go. Yeah, epic. Run over to one of these back rooms. And this isn't the largest ship the Rebels get. Sadly, they wouldn't let me spawn the largest Rebel ship, which is one of the gunships. Taking fire. Is there any other windows? I think this is the only, like, I wish they have this system where you can see out there and see what's going out in the world. Like, there goes a TIE right there. You can hear him firing at me, and it's kind of, it's so good, so cool. How could we not have one of these, an MMO like this? Or your buddy can have a ship like this, it's like his personal ship and he lives on it. Oh, this is the hatch, this is how you walk down and out of the ship. And you can customize the interior, you can get into space fights. Like, this is Star Wars to me. How can you not have this in your MMO? Yeah, I can hear him passing over. All right, it's time to wreck some TIE fighters. Turrets were down the hall and to the left. Right. I don't really like the interior of this one, honestly. When I played live, I had a YT-1300. I hear him. TIE fighter. Nailed ya. I mean, this is what I did all the time. But I had a YT-1300 as a master pilot, and I like the interior a lot better on that. They didn't have the gunships back then, though. So, because I know the gunships have multiple floors, which just is crazy. It's not so much just hallways everywhere, which is what this is. Like, what is this room? Like, what do you do with this? I guess it just goes to the cockpit, but it doesn't go anywhere else. Can I use this? Abandoned ship! Ejecting! Tell me it does something. Yep, there it goes. Where's my escape pod? I assume I got away. So if the owner of the ship ejects, I guess it explodes. That's good to know. Make sure you're not the first one to eject if you own the ship. Wait, what? Why am I back in my ship in the Tatooine system? Did I blow this up? Oh, we're at the Star Dock above Tatooine. Excellent, or Naboo. No, we're on the Tatooine system. All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. Once it goes live and I'm actually like earning the stuff that I'm derping around with, maybe we'll do some live stream events. That could be fun. And I can learn some of the new systems. Learning something new in Star Wars Galaxies. Now that's not something I thought I would be doing for a very long time. The emulator servers didn't really go crazy. But if you enjoyed this, thumbs up, subscribe, you guys know the drill. And I will see you in the next video. Later, everybody.